What is more valuable than money? Stay tuned and you'll find out. Damon here with NLP Gem. How much should you care about what other people think of you? If you haven't already, please click subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can get these videos on a regular basis. How much we care about other people's opinion of us directly affects your sense of freedom. The less you care about what other people think, the more freedom you're going to feel. Now, I'm not suggesting that we rid ourselves 100% of caring. We should care somewhat about what other people think about us. And feeling that is normal. It just means you're socially well adjusted, you're socially aware. We don't want to hurt people. Ultimately, this comes from a very deep rooted instinct to be a part of the tribe because there's safety in groups. 1,000,000 years ago, if you were ostracized from the tribe, you were pretty much dead. You needed the group for safety, you needed the group for survival, you needed the group for gathering food, staying warm, fire, etc. So that is a natural instinct within you to want to be safe, and doing so by caring about what other people think of you specifically. This isn't about sympathy. This isn't about caring about other people's feelings. We should do that, and we should connect with other people that way. But when it comes to you, actually, a lot of people aren't that concerned about you. They're concerned about you, but not in the sense that they're not constantly watching your every move. And if there is someone who's doing that in your life, get away from that person. If they're micromanaging you, if they're criticizing you over every little thing, that is about them. That is not about you. So like I said, it's normal to feel those feelings, but look around you. You don't live in that world. You're not living 1,000,000 years ago. You can live well without other people. You're self-sustaining. You're safe. You don't need to be a part of a group for that. There's also that desire that want to connect with people, that want to be a part of a group for the sake of connection and well-being, and that is very important. And I'm not saying you shouldn't have that or you shouldn't do that, but you don't need to try to please everybody to do that. If you're worried about that, if you're worried about someone not liking you, or your friends leaving you or whatever, then they're not really friends. If you're just being yourself, if you're going after the things that you want to do, and people aren't supporting you in that, you probably need new friends. And that's not a bad thing to find out. Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you get older, you realize these people are holding you back more than they're supporting you and helping you. Let them go, move on, find friends who will support you and who enjoy you for the sake for who you are, not who they want you to be. Allow yourself to be vulnerable in public. Allow yourself to be vulnerable in front of other people. This is an amazing and empowering thing to do. Of course, it feels weak. We don't want to show people our weaknesses. In fact, Steve Gilligan at TransCamp had us do an exercise where we face off with someone, and not face off like we're going to fight them, but we look at someone face to face and we tell that person 2 things that we want them to see about us, and then 1 thing that we're afraid that they'll see about us. This is extremely empowering. Allowing that person to see your vulnerability makes it, well, not only does it make you feel stronger, it projects an image of being strong and empowered and confident that you're allowing this person to see that side of you. You don't want to give away, something really sensitive that the person can use against you. It's more about your feeling. It's more about what you fear that you are. You're not saying, I don't want you to know my password to my online bank account, and you're afraid that they're going to know that, so you're going to tell them. That you don't want to do. What you want to do is tell them allow people to see what you fear most that they'll see about you. I can't say enough about this. You just have to experience it. And believe me, the person won't think of you as a wuss or that you're weak. They'll think quite the opposite about you. Call attention or admit your mistakes before anyone else can. Nothing disarms a critic faster than that. If you call attention to your own mistakes before someone else does, this is extremely empowering as well. And it just lets people know that you're human and you're free of their judgment about your mistakes because you're willing to own them. Not only are you willing to own them, you're willing to point them out before they do. This will create charisma. The first one will create charisma as well, allowing people to see you're vulnerable. Mistakes are kind of in that same line, allowing people to know your mistakes and admitting them before anyone else does, or before anyone else catches it. It's extremely empowering, and you're, again, projecting an image of strength and power and confidence. Now, sometimes we need to apologize if we goof up enough that we hurt somebody, but in most cases, you can call attention to your own mistakes without apologizing, or just be aware, don't overly apologize and don't ask for forgiveness unless it's absolutely necessary, because then that might make you seem weak to them. Ask for what you want. Life gives you what you ask for. Ask people for what you want. I just bought some furniture today. It was some good quality furniture, and it was all on clearance, meaning these were like rock bottom prices, and it was pretty much implied that don't ask for a discount. The first words out of my mouth was, if I buy this whole if I buy this whole living room set, what kind of deal will you give me? Just totally implying and assuming that they're going to give me a deal. And before I said it, I actually felt like, oh, this guy's going to think I'm a complete asshole for asking for a deal on already prices that are as low as they can go. And he said, I can't lower this. It's already at clearance. It's too low. And I just sat there and looked at him and said, okay. And just kept waiting. He ended up knocking $60 off of it, and he also ended up waiving the $35 delivery fee. So I saved almost $100 just for asking. Not bad. And sure, did I feel a little bit of discomfort in that? Probably. Did he think I was an asshole? I don't think so. But if he does, that's his problem. He could always say no. He didn't have to do that, but he did it anyway. He gave me the $95 off. So anyway, try those three things out, and push yourself to do things that put you in a situation where you could be judged, and allow that to be there. Because when people judge you, what they're really saying is more about them than about you. Let them judge you all they want. What's more important is that you go after what you want, and that you're free to do that, and that you experience that sense of freedom. And that's what we're trying to get from money. I mean, money, one value we get from money is security. But we're pretty secure. I mean, most of us, depending on where you live. There's not a whole lot that, I mean, what's the worst thing that can happen? And if you run out of money or you lose all your money, chances are you can still get a job. Chances are you have friends or family who can help you out. So security is good to a certain extent. Once you're secure enough, stop worrying about it, and now go after what you want and start going after that freedom. Because that's when we have enough money to pay our bills, we want more money for freedom. We want to free ourselves from the things that not having enough money restricts us from. We can experience that freedom without money. You can just do the things that you want to do, ask for what you want, and go after it, and free yourself from the judgment of others. And to me, that's worth way more than money. If you haven't already, please check out our website, nlp-gym.com. We have some great trainings coming up, including Core Transformation with Mark Andreas, September 16th, 17th, and 18th. This is going to be a 3-day workshop that will blow your mind. I'm really excited about this one. Also, follow us on Facebook for real-time updates on practice sessions, which are free, and also upcoming workshops and special offers. And like I said, if you haven't already, please subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can get these videos on a regular basis. Take care.